Hi everyone, it's Ken here again, and welcome to my second revival. This time we're reviving a 1968 Ford Heavy Wreck Truck, number 71. There she is coming into view now, been dropped off by me, the owner, and we're going to take her inside this garage and have her revived. She's going to be revived inside this auto shop, and then once we've revived her, we're going to take her for a test drive in the country. See how she performs. I was given this one in about 1971 or 72 for being a good boy at the time. Played with it quite a bit. Always been part of my life. And now I'm going to give her a new lease of life on this Matchbox Car Revival. Number 71, the 1968 Ford Heavy Wreck Truck. Let's pop her up on the hoist and we'll get to have a closer look at her and see what needs doing today. Steady as she goes. There we are. Lift her up. We'll take a bit of a look around. A lot of detail here on the side. Wheels a little bit scuffed. We'll see if the inside wheels look better. We might turn those around. A little bit of a bow in her, but structurally sound. Windscreen's good. Tow hook's good. Strobe light's part of the windscreen. Not too bad. I think this one just needs a bit of a touch-up with paint. I've got the red paint, and I've had to buy some white paint and a couple of stickers for the side. Let's get her inside the workshop and we'll take a closer look. See you soon. Alright, here she is inside the workshop. First thing we're going to do is have a good look, double check everything, and then undo that rivet. First off, we'll take that hook away. We can do this fairly gently, just held on with two lugs. A little bit of a pressure in the right spot and off she comes. Next up, we'll take off the head of the drill. Take off the head of that rivet with the drill, and she should just fall apart. There we go. Push out that transparency. Looks in pretty good nick. Just a little bit dirty after all these years. Yep, we'll definitely need to take out that little bit of a bow. We'll just push it. Next thing we're going to do is make the thread for the screw. So we'll drill out using a 1.6mm drill. Put a little bit of soap on it for some lube. And make a hole. We do this now so that when we paint it, the head of the screw is the same colour as the chassis there. Pop that screw in. Sweet. Now we'll take those wheels off. Using this little $20 kit I got from the local Automart. Comes with one of everything. We'll use this to take the head off the axle and slide those wheels off. Well, that's pretty easy. Not too hard at all. And I often keep the same axle in the same position, just in case there is a change in something, size, thickness. So the front goes back on the front and the rears go back on the rear. There's all the parts. All in good nick. All just need to clean up now. I clean the wheels with shower power. Give them a bit of a scrub. Let them dry. Next up is the paint remover. Pop those through so I can move them around. They're just plastic ties. Pour in some paint stripper from the local hardware store and a toothbrush, and away we go. Just make sure you get into all those corners because you want that paint stripper to strip everything off in the corners. Otherwise you'll be needing to go back later on with a sharp implement or do a second coat of paint stripping. Once you've stripped it all off, it's time to give it a rinse to see how well you did. This is where you want to see 99% of the paint come off. There we go. Fairly successful. Just a little bit of paint in some of those corners. We can deal with that with our special compass tool. Good to give it a final check before you put the undercoat on. We want it to look spot on. Then we'll give it a bit of a wire brush and then we're ready for undercoating. Looks good. Some minor imperfections, but that's okay. This is a revival, not a restoration. Ooh, looking good. We're just going to tidy up the windshield. It's not bad at all, but it has been played with. So we're just using a little bit of wet and dry 2000 grade sandpaper. We'll polish that off with a little bit of shower power and then pop it away for later. Here she is after having her first undercoat. Lots of detail in this model, which is great to see. Alright, now we're going on for our first coat of red. I put on 2 coats of red and 1 clear varnish afterwards. I find that holds it together very well. This is the red paint I used on my previous video for the Merryweather fire truck. Couldn't get any white gloss paint when I went to the hardware store, but they did have fridge paint, so I'm giving that a go. White fridge paint will be the chassis on this occasion. Again, I'll give that 2 white coats and a clear finish. Here are all the parts. The hook looks good. I've given that a bit of a sand as well, just to keep it nice. We'll pop that back on. Just has to push past 2 lugs and it will go click. There we are. I've put the SO stickers on the side. I got those off eBay, a couple of dollars. And you don't even have to submerge those, they just stick on. Here she is coming together. Here's how I put the wheels back on. I have that little bit of a hole in the end of a nail. I put that in my drill, and then on the hammer setting I just push back down and round it off. Keeps the wheels on most times. So maybe you have to do it twice sometimes. That's the end for the good end, just to seat it while I round off the straight end. And here she is, all finished. What a great job. This one was nice and easy. No major issues. And apart from the sticker and the white paint, didn't cost me anything. Well, let's bring her out. First, drive in the sunshine since her revival. Let's go and park her up, and then the owner will come and take her for a test drive in the country. Well, here she is on a Matchbox steer and go, moving through, looking great. That's the number 71, 1968 Ford heavy wreck truck. And here she is taking pride of place in the number 71 section in my collection. Well, thanks for watching. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe and like. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.